Hi, Tom Trento here in front of the Ground Zero Mosque in New York City. But today we're bringing you an investigative report about a mosque in Florida that is raising money for Hamas. You're not going to believe what you're about to see. Send this video all over the United States, please.
North American Islamic Trust, NATE, has close ties, we know that, to several Islamic centers in the United States. One specific, Islamic Society of Central Florida, with the Imam bin Muhammad Musri. They are a terrorist organization. The people of Florida should be very concerned because NATE has its hands in with CARE, ISNA, the Muslim Brotherhood, and they do support violence against innocent people.
A federal judge denied the motion by NATE and ISNA attorneys to have their names removed from being co-conspirators in funding Hamas and other terrorist organizations. The motion of federal prosecutors was upheld, stating ISNA and NATE in fact shared more with the Holy Land Foundation than just a parent organization. They were intimately connected with the Holy Land Foundation and its assigned task of providing financial support for Hamas, a U.S., Canadian, and European designated terrorist organization. The defendants were operating in concert with a host of individuals and organizations dedicated to sustaining and furthering the Hamas movement. The objective of the conspiracy was to support Hamas. The support will have shown to have taken several forms, including raising money, propaganda, proselytizing, recruiting, as well as many other types of actions intended to continue to promote and move forward Hamas's agenda of the destruction of the State of Israel and the establishment of an Islamic State in its place.
I have been labeled by the media in New York to be a supporter of Hamas. Anybody support this Hamas here? Anybody is a supporter of Hamas here? Anybody is a supporter of Hamas here? We are all supporters of Hamas. Allahu Akbar. Anybody supports Hezbollah here? Anybody supports Hezbollah here? Takbir! Takbir!
And you spoke in Northern Virginia, and I took you up on the challenge. You said we want to send over, Brother George said, let's send a convoy with the U.S. flag. Well, we've got the equipment. We're going to send it, inshallah. We're going to go with your movement. These are Palestinians shipping from here from Florida to New York, and from New York to Egypt, and from Egypt, we'll put it into Gaza, inshallah, God willing. So you have no ambiguity here. You have to make sure that you're really plain about what your mission is here. I came to raise money for this particular affair. Who will give, pledge, donate, raise, commit tonight for $10,000. Who will it be? Takbir! 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 That's good. Alhamdulillah. We got two. One other person. Takbir! Hold your hand up, brother. Come right here, brothers. You yelling for your brothers. Move quickly. Move quickly. Yeah. If you write a check, your check should be made payable to MAS, M-A-S, Freedom. And also we're 501c3. The brother want me to let you know that your donation is tax deductible. Okay? Your donation is tax deductible. I'll say it one more time. Your donation is tax deductible.
Whatever we brought, we will give tomorrow, inshallah, at 10 o'clock in the morning. We will give all our vehicles, our keys, our aid, our money to Ismail Haniya the elected Prime Minister of Palestine. I personally am about to break the sanctions on the elected government of Palestine. We are giving this money now to the government of Palestine. And if I could, I would give them 10 times, 100 times more.
We can choose who we want to bring into this country and who has permission to come in here. They have chosen not to allow a man like George Galloway who spends his time pimping really for terrorism, and it's absolutely inappropriate.
People who support terrorist organizations financially are inadmissible to Canada. This was the conclusion of our Canadian Border Security Agency officials.
How did he do that? How did he support?
I'll tell you. When they looked at what he's done, they ruled that on a preliminary basis, they made a preliminary ruling that he is inadmissible under our law because of his support for, in this particular instance, Hamas.
Please, give a big hand to George Galloway. I believe that this is a turning point in the United States of America. That this is a change in the United States of America. And our adversaries know that too. You've only got to listen to Fox News and Bill O'Reilly. My goodness, they're getting hot under the collar about President Barack Hussein Obama. And if our adversaries are unhappy about Barack Hussein Obama, it seems to me axiomatic. He must be doing something right. In the elections in Iran, 40 million people voted. We don't like the results. Therefore, we must maintain a posture of hostility towards the government of Iran. Hugo Chavez has won more elections than any politician in the world, in all history, in fact. 13 times he's won elections, but they still call him a dictator. And of course, the same is true in Gaza. One of my best friends is Comandante Fidel Castro. So there's nothing anti-American about me or people like me. Just because we hated George W. Bush